One day, Dragon was finishing his breakfast of ice cream, peanut butter, and tomato juice. Dragon decided he'd enjoy a little company. So he went looking for his friends and spotted Mail Mouse.
Hello, Mail Mouse. Would you like to spend some time with me today?
Asked Dragon.
Oh, I wish I could, but I have all this mail to deliver,
said Mail Mouse.
Hidey-ho, little blue dude,
said Alligator. Dragon asked Alligator if he would like to spend some time together, but Alligator couldn't.
Whoa, no, I have to practice my bongos,
he said.
Whoa. Sorry. Oh, how about you?
Said Dragon to a rock.
Would you like to spend some time with me today?
The rock didn't say anything, which Dragon decided meant yes.
Great. We'll have lots of fun together,
said Dragon happily. He had a new friend. First, Dragon and Rock tried to play leapfrog. Rock wasn't very good at leapfrog. Then Dragon and Rock watched clouds and wondered what they looked like.
Oh, I think that cloud looks like a rock,
said Dragon. Soon, it was late afternoon. Time for Dragon to go inside.
Would you like to come inside with me?
Asked Dragon. Again, Rock did not say a word. So again, Dragon took that to mean yes. Dragon fixed dinner. He mixed cookies, orange juice, and catsup all together in a big bowl. Dragon scooped some of the food onto his plate. Then he scooped some food onto Rock's plate. Dragon ate up all of his food. Rock did not eat any food at all. Dragon was still hungry. He looked at Rock's plate and drooled.
Do you mind if I eat some of your food?
Rock did not seem to mind. Dragon ate up all of Rock's food, too.
You are a good friend. Good friends always share. I can't wait to have more fun with you today, Rock,
said Dragon. Dragon had a yummy breakfast. Rock didn't touch his. Dragon noticed Rock seemed a little quiet. Rock didn't really seem happy.
You miss your other friends, don't you, Rock?
Asked Dragon.
Well, thanks for spending time with me.
like hidey-ho.
And then Alligator arrived.
Hey, little blue dude. Like, sorry I was busy yesterday, right? But I'm not busy today.
Then Mail Mouse arrived.
Hello.
She delivered her mail extra early today so she could spend time with Dragon.
Pardon me.
Look out!
Hollered Ostrich.
Ooh, easy.
I closed the shop today.
All right.
That's great.
And even Beaver arrived.
Okay. Oh, you know what they say. All chewing and no play.
Dragon was very happy. All his friends had come by,
Whoa, I hope you weren't too lonely yesterday.
said Alligator.
No. Not at all.
Said Dragon.
All right.
And Dragon knew Rock would always be there in the garden if he needed a friend. One snowy day, Dragon heard a funny noise,
That sounds like a cat.
said Dragon. When Dragon looked outside, he did not see the cat. All he could see was a blanket of snow with a fat lump in the middle. Dragon scooped and scooped and scooped until he found the cat,
You're coming with me.
said Dragon, and he took the cold cat inside. The cat did not say anything. After a few hours by the fire, the cat was warm, dry, and very cozy.
It's too cold for you to go back outside.
Said Dragon. The cat did not seem to mind. Dragon tried to think of a name for the cat. He decided he would try calling Cat different names and let her choose the one she liked.
Gwendolyn? Ethel?
The cat didn't move.
Myrtle? Maybe I should just call you Cat. Your name is Cat.
Cat was a very good name for a cat,
If you're going to live at my house,
said Dragon.
you'll need a bed to sleep in.
Oh, well, I'll look over here and see.
So Dragon took a big purple basket and filled it with soft blankets. Then he drew a picture of Cat on the side. But Cat was already fast asleep. And soon, so was Dragon. Dragon liked living with Cat, and Cat liked living with Dragon. But Dragon did not know how to take care of Cat. He did not know how to train Cat.
Off you go. Ooh,
That was a problem.
ooh. Ooh.
Dragon did not know how to feed Cat. That was a big problem.
Ooh.
And Dragon did not know what to do about all the yellow puddles Cat made. That was a smelly problem. So Dragon and Cat got into the car and drove to the pet store.
Hello, Dragon. I need to buy some cat stuff.
Ostrich showed Dragon how to take care of Cat. She showed Dragon what to feed Cat, and she even showed Dragon how to get rid of Cat's smelly problem with kitty litter.
Thank you.
Dragon bought a lot of things for Cat.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
He left the store with everything he needed, except for one thing. When Dragon came home, he got his house ready for Cat. He put out dishes of food and water. He filled a box up with kitty litter, and he scattered cat toys all over the floor. Now the house was just right for Cat. But where was Cat? Cat wasn't napping. Cat wasn't snacking.
Cat,
He shouted.
I left you behind.
Meanwhile, Cat grew tired of waiting for Dragon to remember he had forgotten her. She decided to walk home. Dragon was in such a hurry to get back to the store. He didn't see Cat,
I lost my cat.
cried Dragon.
Oh.
Dragon felt so bad about losing Cat, he didn't notice she had found her own way home. Dragon felt bad that he had left Cat behind. He missed Cat.
Cat!
Shouted Dragon. Dragon was very happy that Cat had found her way home. And Cat was very happy that Dragon had finally noticed. And now that everything had worked out just fine, everyone got a good night's sleep. One afternoon, Dragon was feeling very hungry and prepared himself a nice blend of marshmallows and cheese. He was about to dig in when it sounded like a fly,
It must have flown in through the open window.
decided Dragon. Dragon thought the fly must be lost and tried to show him the way out.
Out.
The fly didn't want to go out. Dragon thought the fly might be hungry, because Dragon sure was hungry right now. Dragon knew when the fly saw the fruit, it would hurry out and eat it. Dragon was happy the fruit tasted as good as it looked. And the fly really enjoyed the marshmallows and cheese. Dragon was trying to read, but the fly was being very noisy.
Ooh.
Dragon made himself a nice little cave with a chair and a blanket. Now he couldn't see the fly or hear the fly, and it was nice and peaceful. It was nice and quiet. Dragon enjoyed his nap, but when he woke up, the fly was still buzzing away. Dragon decided he would have to catch the fly with sticky fly paper. Dragon used honey to make his own fly paper. Honey is very, very sticky. Dragon got all tangled up in his sticky fly paper. But he didn't mind too much. He thought, if this paper is sticky enough to catch a dragon, then for sure it can catch a little fly. All he had to do was wait for the fly to land on the sticky paper. But the fly didn't seem to want to get stuck. Dragon decided not to wait for the fly to come to him. He would go to the fly. So Dragon started to chase the fly while waving his arms around.
I'll get the fly. Stuck to the fly paper. For sure now.
Dragon now had some time to think and decided maybe fly paper wasn't the best way to catch a fly.
I wish I could think of a way to make this fly go away.
He sighed. It was hard to think while he had a fly on his nose. It tickled. It really tickled. Dragon tried to ignore the fly on his nose, but it got ticklier and ticklier, and the next thing he knew...
Excuse me.
Dragon excused himself for sneezing, and then listened for a moment. He couldn't hear the fly anymore.
I must have sneezed it away.
Finally, no more buzzing. No more zipping about. He closed the window so the fly couldn't come back in. His house was nice and quiet again. Too quiet. Dragon realized he missed his little fly. He liked having the fly as company. He decided to let the fly come back inside. Soon, his friend had returned. Now, Dragon just had to figure out which one he was.
Ooh.
One day, Dragon was reading a book about parts of the world he'd never been to. It looked very exciting,
What I need is a holiday.
decided Dragon.
I should go someplace new and explore.
Dragon liked that idea. He liked exploring. Dragon was all set to go on an exploring holiday. But first, he had to decide where he was going to go exploring.
Here.
He said.
And then I'll go here. Then, I can travel over to this interesting place. And finally, I'll visit here.
Dragon was happy. He had figured out where he was going to go exploring. He was about to leave on his holiday when he decided maybe he should bring a few other important things with him, just in case. Dragon decided to bring along his favorite spoon, in case they didn't have spoons where he was going.
I'd better pack my favorite bowl.
And since he was bringing a spoon and bowl, Dragon thought he might as well bring along a bit of food, too. He would need a big box. Dragon packed as much food as he could into his suitcase and his box. Dragon put his box and his suitcase in the car and was ready to go on his holiday. He was ready to go exploring. Then, he suddenly wondered whether it got dark at night where he was going.
I'd better bring my lamp with me in case I need a light,
he decided. Dragon thought about it and decided he should take his sofa too, and his chair, and his kitchen table. All important things he might need while he was away on his holiday. Dragon got everything loaded on the car and was finally ready to go on his holiday. All he needed now was to lock his front door. Dragon took one last look to make sure he hadn't forgotten anything. He was surprised.
I've never seen my house completely empty before.
It looked so different. It was almost like he'd never been here before. This was very exciting. Dragon was happy.
Yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay! Woohoo!
He didn't have to go far at all to find something to explore on his holiday. Here was a big empty house to explore and have fun in. He played with his hula hoop and didn't have to worry about knocking things over. He stood in places he'd never stood in before. He danced wherever he pleased. And when he was all done having fun and exploring his empty house, Dragon made himself a nice dinner of cornflakes and carrots, and then went to bed. He'd explore the house some more in the morning on his wonderful holiday.
One morning, Dragon had eaten his breakfast and finished all his chores and had time for some fun. He watched the tap drip for a while, but that wasn't as much fun as it used to be.
I need a new hobby. A hobby like stamp collecting.
Stamp collecting is a fascinating hobby. Except Dragon only had one stamp, and it stopped being fascinating after a while.
I think you need another hobby. I know.
Shouted Beaver.
Oh, yeah. Here's your new hobby, knitting. You can make clothes with wool.
Dragon thought this was a very good idea for a hobby. Dragon couldn't decide what to knit first. There were so many possibilities. A sweater, a poncho, a hat. He decided to just start and see what happened. Dragon got going.
Knit one, purl two,
he counted to himself, because that's what you do when you knit. Dragon liked his new knitting hobby, but soon he realized he hadn't really knit anything he could use. So he knitted a little something for his toothbrush. He knitted a doorknob cover for his doorknob. Finally, Dragon had found a hobby he loved. He wondered what he should knit next.
I know.
He decided.
I'll knit nice things for all my friends.
Dragon got right to work. He couldn't wait to surprise his friends.
Tidy-ho, little blue dude.
Okay. I made a tail warmer for Beaver, a superhero cape for Ostrich, socks for Alligator,
Great. Yeah.
and a long scarf for Meal Mouse.
All right. Great. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Everything is too big or too small.
I know what to do.
Stated Mail Mouse.
Let's switch things.
And Beaver's tail warmer made a great hat for Alligator. Ostrich's cape became a perfect apron for Mouse. And Mouse's scarf fit Ostrich just right. And soon, Dragon and his friends were all happily knitting away. One day, Dragon was enjoying a nice bowl of catsup and banana pudding. When Mail Mouse arrived.
Hello. Dragon, your house is a mess.
She scolded.
A big, big mess.
Oh dear. Is it?
Asked Dragon.
You need to do some house cleaning.
Said Mail Mouse. Dragon thanked Mail Mouse for her advice. He would clean his house right away. Beaver agreed that Dragon's house was a bit messy.
But don't fret. I'll come up with a plan and we'll get this place cleaned up in a jiffy. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okie dokie. Okay. Here's my plan. First thing we need to do is move all the things on this side of the room to that side of the room. Give us space to work.
So, Dragon moved all the things on this side of the room to that side of the room.
Okay, now move all the things to this side of the room.
Ordered Beaver. So, Dragon moved all the things from that side of the room to this side of the room.
Looking good.
Dragon was glad he'd asked Beaver to come over and help, because Dragon would have never thought of that on his own. So Beaver washed, and Dragon dried. And Beaver washed,
Okie dokie.
and Dragon dried.
Looking good.
Dragon and Beaver worked all day to make Dragon's house nice and clean.
I can't wait to show Mail Mouse what a great job we did.
Said Dragon.
We should celebrate.
Said Beaver.
Yeah. I know. We'll bake a cake.
Said Dragon. So Dragon and Beaver got started on their cake. They had a bit of trouble finding the right pan. And the flour.
Ooh.
They poured the cake mix into a greased pan
Okay.
and put the pan in the oven. Dragon had a wonderful celebration with his friends.
Hi, Mail Mouse. We're celebrating what a good job of cleaning we did.
You haven't even gotten started. Look, there's the mugs and the bowls and the clutter. This place is a mess.
Huh?
Oh, and the kitchen is a disaster area.
Oh.
You really need to do some spring cleaning, Dragon.
One day, Dragon was enjoying a yummy snack of cookies with catsup. Mail Mouse had delivered the box of cookies to him that morning.
Ooh.
It must be fun to be Mail Mouse, bringing people their mail, thought Dragon. It makes people happy. And full. Dragon thought about Mail Mouse.
Ooh.
Dragon started to imagine what it would be like to be Mail Mouse. He realized there was lots and lots of mail to sort through. And so many different places to deliver the mail to. So Dragon decided if he were Mail Mouse, he'd just phone everyone who had mail and read their letters to them. It would be so much simpler that way,
I should try imagining I'm my other friends.
he said. So
Ooh.
he thought about his friend Beaver.
I think you need another hobby.
Dragon imagined he was his friend Beaver.
Ooh. I'll chew a tree with my big teeth, just like he does. I wonder where I should start.
Dragon decided the middle of the tree looked like a good place to get chewing. After he'd added mustard, of course. Dragon discovered chewing trees is harder than it looks.
Now I'm going to think about what it would be like to be my friend Ostrich.
Dragon imagined that he was Ostrich and that someone needed rescuing at that very moment.
I'll save you!
Shouted Dragon, and then he tried to do Ostrich's superhero yodel.
I am a superhero! To the rescue! Oh dear.
After yodeling like a superhero, Dragon then tried to do Ostrich's superhero dance. Now it was time to rescue somebody.
Ahoo! I am a superhero! To the rescue! Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Here I am to save the day!
Said Dragon, just like Ostrich.
Ah!
Dragon hurried over to rescue a flower, which had fallen over,
I'll stand you back up.
declared superhero Dragon.
I am a superhero! To the rescue!
He was glad he had such good and different friends. But now, Dragon was just going to be Dragon. And have a nice big snack.
It was late at night and past Dragon's bedtime. Dragon had stayed up to finish his monster book.
Ooh.
Even though he knew it was just a story, he felt just a tiny bit scared.
But I have nothing to be frightened of.
He said.
I'm safe at home. Oh, the only monster in here is me. Good night, cat.
Whispered Dragon. Yes, everything was nice and peaceful in the house. But what was that? There was nothing scary to worry about. But he decided from now on, before going to bed, he would only read nice, happy books about bunny rabbits. Even though he knew there was nothing to worry about, he was safe in his bed. But just to be sure, he decided to look around his room. Now the dragon knew there wasn't anything scary hiding in his bedroom, he felt much better. He was all ready to fall asleep. He wiggled his toes, yawned a big yawn.
I forgot to look under the bed.
Of course. If something was going to hide in his bedroom, it would hide under the bed.
Yeah.
He saw something.
Ah.
He saw something big and pointy and blue. It looked just like his own tail. Dragon felt really silly. Imagine scaring yourself with your own tail. He was all set to drift off to a nice, peaceful sleep. But what was that sound?
Ooh.
It wasn't his window rattling in the breeze. It was just Cat snoring.
Ooh.
Dragon had nothing to worry about.
It's just sounds. Nothing to worry about.
Even a simple hula hoop can seem scary, if you let it.
Everything is just fine.
All the sounds in the house were normal sounds. The floor made normal creaky floor sounds. Cat made her normal sleepy sounds. And there was nothing under the bed making any sort of sound at all. Everything was just right for a nice, cozy night's sleep. It was bedtime for Dragon, and he was just finishing his usual mug of warm milk and mustard.
Ooh.
He brushed his teeth, and then he got ready to settle into his cozy bed for a good, long snooze. Dragon was very cozy. So cozy, he happily wiggled his toes.
Good night, toes.
He said. Dragon liked saying goodnight to his toes. He said goodnight, dresser, and goodnight, bedpost. Goodnight, lamp, and goodnight, ceiling. And then he noticed the moon glowing outside, like it was his own special nightlight.
And a very good night to you, Moon.
He happily sighed. The next night, Dragon had his usual warm milk. Dragon had slept so well last night. Tonight he decided to say goodnight to everything he saw again. Goodnight, toes, lamp, and ceiling, and finally, goodnight, moon. But something was strange about the moon. It seemed smaller. It looked like the moon was starting to shrink. Dragon liked the moon. He decided to ask Ostrich for help. Ostrich hurried right over. She was always eager to help.
What's wrong?
Asked Ostrich.
The moon is shrinking.
Oh. It is? Oh, that's not good.
Said Ostrich.
What should we do about it?
We need to get closer. Even closer.
But they still weren't close enough to the moon. Ostrich pondered for a bit.
Aha! We need to climb up towards the moon. Then we'll get a good look at it.
So, Ostrich got on a box to get closer to the moon. Ostrich was now closer to the moon, but it still seemed so far away. Ostrich thought they might get a better look at the moon from Dragon's bedroom window.
Yes, the moon was definitely shrinking, agreed Ostrich.
Oh, we have to do something about it. Oh.
Except Dragon had fallen sound asleep. Ostrich decided she should go to sleep too, and worry about the moon tomorrow night. It was past their bedtimes after all. Ostrich said Dragon should try his magnifying glass. A magnifying glass makes things look bigger, so you can take a closer look. Now Dragon would get a good look at that moon. Except Ostrich was in his way.
Whoops.
It's definitely not as big as it used to be.
A piece of the moon must have fallen off.
Decided Ostrich.
And if it has, well, it must be around here somewhere.
Dragon and Ostrich had looked all over for the missing piece of the moon. But it was very dark out, and they kept bumping heads. Dragon decided as soon as it was morning, he'd go search for the piece of the moon in the daylight. Dragon got up very early and ate a big breakfast, in case he found the missing piece of the moon and it was heavier than it looked. Ostrich wouldn't be able to help Dragon this time because her head was still too sore from all last night's bonking. Dragon was determined to find the piece of the moon. He liked the moon. It was his favorite nightlight after all. Dragon looked anywhere the piece of the moon might have fallen. Then Mail Mouse came by.
Did you lose something, Dragon?
She asked.
Oh, well, I'll help you find it. What are we looking for?
A piece of the moon. It seems to have fallen out of the sky.
Explained Dragon.
The moon isn't missing a piece.
Said Mail Mouse kindly. Mail Mouse showed Dragon why the moon changes.
Let's pretend this is the moon. The sun always shines on the moon from the same place.
Mail Mouse then explained that the moon moves through the sky.
Because we're on the Earth, we don't see the moon from the same spot every time. So sometimes we see the shady side of the moon, and sometimes we see the lit side.
So that night, Dragon went to bed and said goodnight to his fingers and tail, goodnight to his bedpost, lamp and ceiling, and goodnight to the moon, a friend who would always be there for him. He was a very happy dragon.
One evening, Dragon was getting ready for bed. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door.
Yeah.
It was Beaver, who lives in the house next door.
I've been trying to sleep, but there's a loud, funny noise coming from your house.
Complained Beaver.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything.
Said Dragon.
Yeah. No, it's all quiet now, but there was a loud, funny noise. I heard it.
Harumphed Beaver. Dragon promised to look into it, and Beaver headed back into his home, grumbling away. No, Dragon couldn't hear a thing. There it was, a loud, funny noise. Beaver was right.
Where is that loud, funny noise coming from?
The loud, funny noise wasn't coming from the bathroom.
No.
It sure was loud, and it sure was funny. And then someone knocked at the door. It was Beaver.
Yeah. You see? I told you.
he complained. Dragon apologized for the noise.
Please just find it and make it stop. I need my beauty rest, you know. Yeah.
Beaver was grumpy.
I'm hearing things I don't know if I'm getting older than
The loud, funny noise was becoming more loud than funny. He decided he would make a listening device. He would put one funnel against the wall and then listen to the other one. Dragon decided maybe he didn't need a device that would make a loud noise even louder. Dragon asked Alligator if he knew how to make the noise go away.
Oh, I know what to do.
He announced.
It's like a loud noise, right?
Dragon agreed that it was indeed loud.
So, all we have to do is make an even louder noise, so we can't hear it anymore.
They made such a noise. A huge, huge noise. Beaver, however, did not think making an even bigger noise was such a good idea. It's hard to get somebody's attention with noise when they're making a lot of noise themselves. Beaver was upset about the loud and funny noise he was sure was coming from Dragon's house. Dragon didn't know what to do. He had tried looking everywhere.
Oh, I don't know what's making the loud and funny noise.
Sighed Dragon. Beaver said he would find out for himself. But he could not find what was making the loud and funny noise either.
Nope.
He was so tired. The loud and funny noise started up every time he tried to sleep. He was so tired. He needed to sleep. Right here, right now. And then Beaver started to snore. Now Dragon knew what was causing that loud and funny noise. But Beaver was so sleepy, he wasn't waking himself up with his snoring anymore.
One day, Ostrich was looking at her favorite comic book.
I'd like to be a superhero just like you.
I would rescue all friends in trouble.
Here, Lassie. I am a superhero to the rescue. That's it.
She declared.
I'm going to rescue someone just like my favorite superhero.
Meanwhile, Dragon was in his garden playing with his new yo-yo.
I'm a superhero to the rescue. I'll save you.
This surprised Dragon. He didn't know he needed to be saved.
Don't worry.
She cried. Dragon wasn't worried because he wasn't sure what there was to be worried about.
There! I've rescued you.
Announced Ostrich.
From what?
Asked Dragon.
It's a yo-yo.
Explained Dragon. Ostrich felt a bit silly. She explained that she was really in the mood to rescue somebody. Dragon knew Ostrich wanted to rescue somebody, and he decided to help. Now he was really, truly stuck and would need rescuing. Ostrich arrived. She was annoyed there was nobody who needed rescuing.
No.
Help!
Then she noticed Dragon sure looked like he needed rescuing.
I do indeed.
Agreed Dragon. Ostrich was very happy. Finally!
I know. I'll try butter. Butter is very slippery.
Finally, she pulled Dragon free.
I am a superhero and I rescued you. Uh-oh.
But now, his tail was stuck in a tire.
I know. Wag your tail from side to side as hard as you can. How about this? Wobble your tail up and down.
Ostrich asked Dragon to spin around like a top. Beaver had an idea.
Okay.
Dragon should stand on his head.
Oh, I was going to ask to borrow your tire to use as a swing, Dragon. But I see you're using it.
Ostrich felt sad. She wanted to be a hero and rescue someone, but nothing was going right.
Maybe I just wasn't meant to be a superhero. Yeah.
Then Ostrich stepped in the butter.
Oh, I can't stop slipping! Grab onto something! Grab onto something!
I'm free.
I pulled the tire off!
Realized Ostrich?
I rescued you! I rescued you!
Shouted Ostrich.
Way to go, Ostrich.
Ostrich's friends were very happy for her.
Hi, Dragon. I would like to ask you a favor. I'm going away for the day. Would you please take care of Fern for me?
I'd be delighted to take care of Fern. But
Wondered Dragon.
who is Fern?
Oh, that's Fern. Fern is my tropical plant and just a bit fussy. All you have to do is make sure that Fern gets enough sun and water when Fern looks dry.
Dragon thought that sounded simple enough.
Oh, well, okay then. Ow.
Dragon went back to his painting. But then he noticed. Ostrich said to make sure Fern got enough sun,
Oh.
but it had suddenly gotten very cloudy.
Ahoo.
It wasn't sunny at all anymore. There was a very large cloud in the sky. The sun could not get past.
I have to make that cloud go away.
So, Dragon tried blowing the cloud away, but the cloud didn't move. Then, he tried to fan the cloud away with a rug. Finally, he tried to suck it up with his vacuum cleaner. Nothing Dragon could think of made the cloud go away.
Yeah.
Dragon hoped Fern wouldn't notice it wasn't the real sun shining down on it.
I think it's time to give Fern some water.
That wasn't quite as simple as he thought it would be. Just then, Mail Mouse arrived.
That's not how you water a plant.
She said. Mail Mouse was right. To do a proper watering job, Dragon would need a proper watering can. Dragon decided he would go to the store and buy a watering can.
I can't just leave Fern alone.
He would take Fern with him. He made sure Fern wore a seatbelt. He made sure the other drivers knew he had Fern with him, and he added some padding, just in case. Finally, Dragon was all ready to go. He headed off to the store, but he drove very slowly. To be extra safe, Dragon honked his horn a lot. On the drive home, Dragon decided maybe he didn't need to honk the horn quite so much. He was very pleased with how much he was learning about taking care of tropical plants. Dragon was ready to give Fern a drink. He had his new watering can. All he had to do was put some water in it. So he filled it up.
Now, I'm all set to do a proper watering job.
Dragon forgot cats are very curious and sometimes like to chew things.
I'll have to do a better job of keeping Fern safe from Cat.
He found a way to water Fern without Cat causing trouble. Now he would just have to wait until Cat found something else to be curious about. Dragon did a good job of keeping Fern safe from Cat, but now it was bedtime. Dragon couldn't sleep. He was worried about Fern. Was Fern safe? Was Fern scared to be alone in the dark? Dragon decided he and Fern should be in the same room. Dragon let Fern have the bed. Fern was a guest, after all. He read Fern a bedtime story.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
He thought Fern might like to hear a story about another plant. Dragon tried to stay up all night watching Fern. He was very worried. Was Fern okay? Luckily, Fern seemed fine. Dragon gave Fern some water and then quickly ate some breakfast. He was very tired. He had no idea it was this much work taking care of a tropical plant. It was almost time for Ostrich to come and get Fern. Ostrich was very pleased with how well Dragon had taken care of Fern.
Oh, Dragon, you did a wonderful job.
Dragon was pleased that she was pleased. But Dragon was going to miss Fern. He enjoyed taking care of Fern. Suddenly, Ostrich was back.
Oh, Dragon! You did such a good job caring for Fern. I got you a little fern of your very own.
Oh.
He soon figured out how to keep his fern safe from Cat, and eventually, he learned ferns weren't really that hard to care for after all. Dragon's Snowy Day. One morning, Dragon woke up from a long, cozy sleep. And then he noticed...
Ooh.
Things looked different outside. The first thing Dragon wanted to do was catch a snowflake on his tongue. He loved the taste of snowflakes. So Dragon threw a snowball at himself.
Ooh.
Dragon decided maybe he didn't need his snowman to be quite so big. He would make a regular size. Dragon turned the snowman into a snow dragon. Dragon's snow dragon was inside the house, nice and cold, and Dragon was standing out in the snow, trying to get warm. Something didn't seem quite right. Now he had someplace to sit, but it still didn't seem right. Now it seemed right. He was still cold, though. Finally, it was time for Dragon to crawl into his warm, toasty bed and say,
Good night.
to his snow dragon, who was safe and sound in the nice, frosty air. One day, Dragon decided it was time for Cat to have her very first bath.
Here, cat.
Called Dragon. He'd never given Cat a bath before.
Ooh.
Cat didn't like baths. He made the bath just the way he liked it. So he knew it would be just right for Cat. Dragon called for Cat again.
Here, cat. Bath time, cat.
But Cat didn't come.
It's almost like she's disappeared.
Cat would have been very happy to hear that Dragon thought she'd disappeared, because she was trying very, very hard to be invisible. Dragon wondered if Cat was playing hide and seek, so Dragon counted to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Ooh.
Dragon couldn't find Cat anywhere in the living room,
Oh.
so he went to look in the kitchen. Dragon looked behind the sink, but she wasn't there. Dragon decided to look for Cat outside.
Don't worry, cat. I'll find you, and when I do, you'll be glad I did.
But as we know, Cat wouldn't be happy to be found at all.
Okay, cat. You win. Come out wherever you are.
He called. Dragon figured rather than him looking for Cat,
Cat must want to look for me.
Dragon would hide, Cat would find him, and then she could have her bath.
Okay, close your eyes and I'll count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, come and find me.
But Cat didn't want to come and find Dragon. She wanted to stay hidden.
Ooh.
Dragon thought maybe he was hiding too well. He decided to give Cat a few hints.
This should help her find me.
But Cat didn't find Dragon. Dragon decided he'd picked too good a hiding spot. He'd try hiding somewhere else. He hid behind the car,
Ahoo.
but Cat couldn't find him there. He hid behind the mailbox. Cat still couldn't find him. Dragon hid right out in the open. But no Cat. Dragon was baffled. Why hadn't Cat found him yet? Dragon wondered why Cat hadn't come up for her bath.
Of course. It's still missing something.
Dragon decided Cat was waiting until the bathroom was set up just right for a nice long soak.
She's a very clever cat.
Cat, meanwhile, was happily snoozing away in her hiding spot. Dragon got to work mixing up a tasty batch of pickles and jujubes, one of Dragon's favorites, in case Cat wanted to have a snack while she had her bath. He picked a pretty bouquet of flowers to make the bathroom smell nice and look colorful. Everything seemed perfect to Dragon.
Cat will hurry upstairs to have her bath for sure now.
Dragon wondered how Cat could resist. After all, he was ready to jump into the bath. But no,
Oh.
this bath was for Cat. But there was still no sign of Cat. Dragon decided if Cat didn't show up soon, he was going to take the bath himself.
But I'd better look for her one last time.
Cat, meanwhile, had woken up from her nap and did what all cats do when they wake up. She started to clean herself with her tongue. Dragon was about to call for Cat one last time when he spotted her.
Cat! You're giving yourself your own bath.
Exclaimed Dragon.
Meow. You don't need a regular bath.
Now Dragon knew why Cat hadn't come when she had been called.
Baths are for dragons, not cats.
So Dragon ran upstairs and jumped in the nice soapy bath. He sniffed the flowers and ate the snacks and had a wonderful splashy time.
In my wet, warm tubby.
Everything had worked out just fine.
Dragon loved Christmas. So one cold morning in December, he went out to find the perfect Christmas tree. He saw all sorts of trees. Big ones, small ones, crooked ones, and straight ones. Finally, he found the most beautiful Christmas tree of all. It wasn't too big or too small. It wasn't too crooked or too straight.
It's just right.
Exclaimed Dragon. He was about to go get his saw when suddenly he looked at the trunk he had just marked. It stood firm and strong in the frozen earth.
I can't cut down such a beautiful old tree.
Dragon decided he wouldn't have a Christmas tree in his house this year.
Instead, Dragon came back with his box of lights.
He trimmed the tree with bright-colored lights,
Just what he needed to make his tree even more beautiful.
That night, Dragon looked out at his Christmas tree shining in the night.
Dragon had cut a hole out of a paper plate. Now he was going to glue the candy on the paper ring. Because glue is so sticky, he stuck a lot of candies to his fingers, too.
Oh, no!
It was tricky, but Dragon finally finished his candy wreath. When Dragon hung his candy wreath on the wall, one of the pieces of candy fell off.
Oops.
It was tricky getting the candies to stick, so rather than trying to glue it back on, Dragon ate the piece of candy.
One more can't hurt.
He decided. Dragon didn't want his wreath to look bare, so he promised not to touch any of the candy.
I will only eat the candies that fall off by accident.
Then Dragon accidentally touched the wreath,
Whoops.
and 2 more pieces of candy fell off.
These 2 tasted even better.
Dragon decided he would look at a book to keep his mind off the wreath. He tried not to think about all that smooth, rich, sweet, creamy, dark chocolate candy.
Suddenly, Dragon couldn't stop himself. He shook the candy wreath back and forth, and he shook the wreath until every last piece of candy had accidentally fallen off. Dragon got a tummy ache from eating so much chocolate.
Maybe next year.
Groaned Dragon.
I'll make my wreath out of pine cones.
Finally, the day before Christmas had come, and Dragon made a list of wonderful presents he would buy for himself.
1, a new comic book. 2, lots of things to eat. 3, a new scarf.
Dragon thought this was a good list. Dragon found everything he needed at Ostrich's store. He couldn't wait to go home and wrap his presents. Ostrich loaded everything into his bag.
Merry Christmas, Ostrich.
Really? Oh, thank you. And Merry Christmas, Dragon.
On his way home, Dragon met Alligator and Mealmouse singing in the street. They were asking anyone who enjoyed their singing to give them food to share with the animals that were hungry.
We bring to you and your kin.
Dragon gave them the food he had just bought.
Merry Christmas.
A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Sang Alligator and Mealmouse. And then Dragon saw Beaver, who was hanging Christmas decorations by his house.
Merry Christmas, Beaver.
Huh?
Oh, why?
Oh, why, thank you. And a Merry Christmas, Dragon.
Said Beaver.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas.
When Dragon got home, his bag was empty. There were no presents left for him. But Dragon didn't feel sad. He went upstairs to his quiet room and crawled beneath his warm, soft quilt. He was happy with all the things he already had. And later, as he slept, Dragon dreamed he heard angels singing in the starry night.
All is